Kyleigh from Freedom Vans, and I have another van conversion for you today. This is a Mercedes Sprinter 144 wheelbase, two-wheel drive van. This van is for a couple that's planning to retire in the next few years, and they just wanted something that's simple, minimal, and will take them on their adventures. In this van, we have a nice fixed layout, which means that their conversion will be ready to go all the time. There's not a lot of stuff that you have to do to get ready to sleep or eat. It's just always ready. This will be a nice van to pack, and then the weekend hits and you're ready to go. Not a lot of setup. Let's mix it up and start with the exterior this morning. This van, we have fixed running boards, a 370 watt 60 cell LG solar panel. We have a high beam light bar across the top that's attached to the solar panel. No roof rack on this van, but most of the roof space is taken by the solar panel, the exhaust fan, and the high beam light. So they do have a ladder on the side of the van, which will still allow them to go up, and then they can use their solar panel as a nice little roof deck. And that's all for exterior. The 144 Sprinter has 10'6" of floor space. This van has a 6-foot long garage space because we made the bed 6 feet long. And that means that with them, they're gonna be able to bring their blow-up paddleboards, blow-up kayaks, bikes, outdoor gear. The nicest thing about the garage space is that they can throw all of that gear when it gets dirty into the garage space and then go into their nice clean living space in the front and relax. But before they throw the dirty gear into the garage space, they do have over here a hose that they can wash down dirty gear with. And they have a shower that is connected to their hot water heater, so they can take a nice hot shower out here before getting into their living space. For this layout, we put the water system in the back of the garage space. And this is our ideal place for the water system because it's really great weight distribution. It's nice and centered in the van between two axles. It's not on the passenger side or the driver's side, it's right there in the middle. It's also a pretty hard to access spot as far as reaching into the back and storing things. So we do have a hatch in the front partition wall that allows them to access that area in the back over the water system. But overall, it's just a really great use of space. On the passenger side of the van, we have the power system. We have a 300 amp hour lithium battery bank in this van with a 2000 watt inverter. And we decided to size up to 300 amp hours for the battery bank because they do have a 1-burner induction cooktop. Their main electrical draws in this van will be the cooktop, their DC refrigerator, which is a smaller refrigerator, and their exhaust fan. They do have a diesel cabin heater, but that's a pretty low draw as far as power. I think those are the big power draws in this van, along with lights, which are a pretty small draw, and then anything that they're charging, plugging in, appliances, all of that good stuff. In the center of the garage, we do have our gear trays. These are rated at each holding 500 pounds, and they fully extend, which makes it really easy to load them up and put them back into the garage. As I mentioned, this van has mostly garage space. They're left with just over 4 feet of living space, which is the perfect amount of space for a kitchen galley and a bench seat, which gives them a place to relax and a place to cook easy meals. Before we head inside, there are a couple of features that I can show you from out here. We did enclose the step, which gives them more living space. And then we added this outdoor table on the end of the bench seat, which will be great for setting things while you're outside. This lagoon mount table is also very versatile. It can go down and then be outside and extend this outdoor table space. It's also great because it can swivel in so many directions. It can swivel to be in between the passenger seat when it's swiveled and the bench seat to create a comfortable space for 2 people, or it can go up a little bit higher and serve as an extra prep space for the kitchen galley or a nice table space for someone sitting at the bench seat. For the kitchen galley, we have a smaller refrigerator than usual. We typically do the 3.2 cubic foot refrigerator, but we opted for a slightly smaller one that just fits their needs better and gives them more space for storage in their kitchen galley. This one is just over 2 cubic feet. Also in their kitchen galley, they have storage for their 5-gallon gray water jug. They have a nice big open space to put all of their kitchen appliances, pots, pans, etc. They have a couple of storage drawers, and then they have a 1-burner induction cooktop. We opted to put the 1-burner induction cooktop in a drawer. This gave them more countertop space, which aesthetically I think looks really nice because they have this nice wood butcher block countertop now. And also, for a lot of the insurance companies, in order to be insured as an RV, you have to have a built-in cooktop. So that's why we decided to build it into a drawer in this one. As far as storage goes, all of their storage solutions are going to be really easy for them to access. They do have a nice big compartment in the bench seat that continues on into the kitchen galley. And they have ample overhead storage with their overhead cabinets and headliner cabinet, and the kitchen galley and garage space. Another nice feature about this van is that the storage space in the garage in the back over the water system is accessible from the interior of the van, which will be super easy for them to access. Let's talk a little bit about their control panel, their lights, and their outlets. In this van, their control panel is right here at the end of the bed in the overhead cabinet. And what's so nice about that is that they'll be able to turn on and off their heater both from standing up in the van or from bed. They can check their power system very easily, although there's also an app that they can download to check their power system. And then all of the outlets and lights are easy to access as well. For our ceiling lights in all of our vans, we put them on 2 circuits. So the front lights have 1 switch, and this switch is typically by the sliding door so that it's easy to turn on when they're walking in. And the other circuit of lights is the back half of the lights over the bed. And that switch is typically located somewhere near the bed so that it's easy to turn on and off from bed. With this van, it's nice because both are easily accessible from either location. We've also strategically placed the outlets so that they'll be able to use it for specific uses. We have an outlet over here near these switches, which will allow them to plug in a laptop charger or a phone charger and sit at this table and use things that are being charged. And then they also have an outlet right near the kitchen galley, which will allow them to plug in their electric kettle or their Instapot, whatever it is that they're plugging in their kitchen area. Vitamix, this van can run it all. Well, that's a wrap on this van tour. This van ended up being super simple, easy to use, very functional, and the way that everything just has its place is going to make it so that it's always set up and ready to go. The couple who we designed this conversion for is such an easygoing, fun-loving couple, and I think that this van is going to be perfect for their needs. As always, thank you so much for watching these videos and giving us love. I love hearing all of your points of view. As far as the toilet goes, because I know that I'm going to have a lot of comments about not having a toilet in this van conversion, there's always a way to plan in a toilet if a toilet is right for you. This couple opted for a folding toilet option, which will be great for emergencies. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Wow, beautiful. Man, oh man.
Your light bar and your solar.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Wow. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this one's turned out.
It's so beautiful.
Good, excellent.
Yeah.
You guys do beautiful work.
Dude, thanks.
We're gonna sleep in it tonight.
You are?
Yeah, in the driveway.
Oh, good. That's a great way to...
Wow, this is gorgeous.
Oh, look at this. We've even sunflowers. What a nice touch.
Yeah.
What a nice touch. That was sweet. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
The so fun just exploring what's in here.
Don't break anything, Point. Don't.
You can't break it. If you can break it now.
Let's mix things up today and start with the exterior. These are wild times. Why not just add to the wildness? So for we got him wild. Oh, you're gonna cut there. Cut this. Which is the shorter wheelbase. Hannah's looking at the car in the parking lot. Oh, sorry, I have to itch this. Actually, and it's just gonna be weird angles. We know how I feel about that.
Oh, because it's like down shooting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a god. I'm not talking about the toilet.